Hello everyone, this is Pat with Empowering by Design with our daily Oracle card reading and message for the 23rd of June 2011. It's Thursday. Happy Thursday. I hope you're having a lovely day. For today's message, we're going to hear from the Messages from Your Angels Oracle card deck. And I don't know about you, but I definitely did get some signs yesterday that occurred later in the day. And if you've had any, I invite you to certainly share about them if you feel so inclined, either in the comment section below or on the comment section of on the channel page. So it'll be interesting to see what comes on today on the heels of that. So I'm just going to shuffle up the deck here. Oh, okay. We've got a couple of cards that have come out at us. Oh, it's very interesting. The first is Airelle, and this card says, new psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. Okay, so this is very interesting to come on the heels of the signs card yesterday, because the signs that we get from the angels they do come, they do count as those psychic and intuitive experiences. It's pretty wild when you get some messages from them. And so this is part of that. But when I tuned into this card today, if you recall, part of the message yesterday was that one of the signs might be like a hello from heaven, a hello from someone a loved one who's passed on into spirit. And I feel like this card goes out to either someone or many of you out there who may be called into mediumship. You may be experiencing or having a lot more experiences with connecting with the deceased on the other side. And mediumship is a very wonderful ministry to be involved with. And so if so, and that's making you feel a little uncomfortable or disconcerted, the message on this card says, allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. So it may be that you need to take a course or a class in it that helps you understand it better so that you can learn how to work with it. And I feel like especially if some of you may be around children who have exceptional intuitive abilities, and you might find that there's some new experiences coming in even for them. So when the card says to explore prayer, study, and to study, find courses of study that help you understand, or teachers, that may be something that you need to look into. I know for me this card is a bit of a confirmation because I'm putting together a course on developing your clairs, or your channels of intuitive or spiritual communication. Angel Steve actually did a great intro video on the Going There channel the other day on what the clairs are. So be sure to check that out if you want to learn a little bit more about what that is. So this is a confirmation too for some of you out there that these are true spiritual psychic experiences, and it's urging you to stop doubting it, or stop pushing it off as like, oh, it's probably this or probably that. That's your logic override coming in. Stop denying that maybe who's going to call, or who it is that's calling when the phone rings, or something like that. So that's what this is about, okay? And if you are being called into mediumship or hearing messages from people's deceased loved ones a lot more, that's a true calling, and it is genuine, helpful work, because there's so many people out there who need help putting closure on their relationships with their loved ones that have passed on. So if you're being called into that, please, I guess I would say don't hesitate about following through. The other card that we got is Aurora, and this is that wonderful card that says you're flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend, because others will soon become inspired by your example. And this is interesting as we come into with the psychic and spiritual experiences card, because so many of us, as we explore this part of ourselves, especially in the beginning, it kind of feels like we're coming out of the closet, and we might feel like we're the only ones who do it. But the thing is, the more we embrace it, the more other people start coming to us, and then they start sharing things with you because they're a little afraid to come out of the closet with it. And you know, it's not this is a card that says it's not always easy to be, you know, the leader, the one who's out there kind of saying things that are different or doing things that are different, or just being different in the world because of your spiritual growth, or just because you're taking a different approach or a different mindset to something, okay? But the card indicates don't come down. Don't let other people bring you down from that, because they're going to become inspired by your example, okay? And the next thing you know, they'll be the one coming to you saying, hey, can you help me out with this? I know you do this, and I know I can talk to you about this because you won't think I'm crazy or strange, okay? So that's what this message is about, all right? Sometimes, you know, it isn't always easy to be the one who's different. It can be a little bit of a lonely path sometimes, and you can feel like you're like this angel. You're the only one out there, and that there's no one around. But as the card says, other people are going to become inspired by your example. And one of the things that it says in that card in the description was, I know something that was always comforting to me, and it says, Aurora says, I'm here to help you enjoy the present and the process of your new venture. And she says, trust that each moment is taking care of itself. Stay focused on the now and let go of worry so that you can enjoy these gifts, okay? And I remember Doreen, in one of her books or articles, telling a story about when she was out jogging, and she saw somebody jogging up on a higher path, and they were just out and about jogging like she was. But it inspired her because she actually didn't even know there was a higher path there until she saw that person. And so it also speaks to that Aurora card. Sometimes just by doing what you're doing, without even, you know, trying to make a difference, just by being yourself sometimes, you show people a higher and better way to be. So that's what that Aurora card is about today. I will leave you with that. Have a happy Thursday, everyone. Please post any comments that you may have below or on my channel page, and I'll look forward to speaking with you tomorrow. Take care, everyone.